Hi, welcome back. Today I'm in focus, I hope. I have rigged everything in front of me here and I actually had my glasses on when I checked whether or not I was in focus. So I'm hoping there's better quality to this video. I'm also attempting to record the sound separately and I'm hoping to be able to get better sound on my videos in the future. I'm not sure I can make it for this one because I'm not used to editing with separate sound files, but I'll try. I'm just practicing. I'm a bit, I'm not going to say stressed today, but I do feel a bit, I need to hurry, I need to get going, because I have a lot to do today. Christmas is leaving the building today. It's high time. I still have the Christmas trees up and everything, so I just need to get everything down and organized and tucked away and get my house cleaned. I'm doing some baking because we're celebrating a birthday as well this weekend. Someone in our family is having a birthday next week and we are going to celebrate today. Today is Saturday because everybody's home this weekend. So we are doing that as well. And of course I'm going to need to edit this video. But I'm also going to have some time off, which is something I am trying to be better at prioritizing. I haven't always been. Honestly, I've never been, so it's high time that I get around to doing that. And I am hoping to have at least the whole evening just knitting and working on my favorite projects right now. And speaking of which, I'll just jump right into the knitting part. You know, I've been working on the Ixchel. Am I saying that right? Ixchel? Something like that. I've been working on that sweater. I dyed yarn for it myself and I made, it's the original is in like a golden color and in navy blue. And I believe the patterns called for 4 skeins of the blue and 2 of the yellow, golden yellow. I'm not sure I remember that correctly, but at least that's what I dyed up for my sweater. And it's going a really, really long way. I'm just, yeah, I'll show you. So, this is where I'm at. Let's see if I can get there's a lot of loose ends here right now. Can you see that? Let's see. There we go. I've come pretty far. I have finished the center pattern and I am just, there you go. And I'm below with, yeah, well, it's basically this pattern you repeat for a while, and then there's another arrow part below here, smaller arrows, and then it's just navy blue and you can just continue knitting it as far as you like it. What I'm finding, having done all this is quite a big chunk, and granted it is a lot of both colors here, but I've used a little bit less than 1.5 skein of the navy blue that I dyed up. I weighed it. This is what I got left right now, and this is 58 grams that I've got left of that yarn. So it's less than 1.5 skeins. And I've done all this, and there's quite a lot left also from the golden yellow one from the first skein. I haven't broken into the second one. I think it was about maybe a little bit less than half left. And my idea was to, so I have come to realize that I do love these merino sweaters. This is also a merino sweater actually that I'm wearing. They are so nice and comfortable. I love wearing them. And I've been wanting to have more that are a bit fingering weight merino. I think this one is like DK, I would say. I'm not sure, I don't remember which yarn this was. I think it was probably Debbie Bliss merino something. Not sure about that though. But it's a bit heavier. But this is fingering weight, and I have one sweater in fingering weight. I did a tin can and it's, oh, what's it called? the Flax Light, I think. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I could live in it. So I wanted to do more sweaters in fingering weight merino. And when I started this, I pretty quickly realized that I would like to make it longer to, I don't know, like mid-thigh something, so that I could wear it with tights. Almost like a dress, a short dress maybe, but still be able to wear pants, no, a pair of jeans or something if I wanted to. And I'm thinking that I'm going to have plenty of yarn for that. Granted, I haven't started the arms yet, no sleeves, and the sleeves are basically just navy blue. There's a smaller pattern section on it, but it's basically navy blue. But I'm thinking one skein should be more than enough for the sleeves, and I will still have a skein and a half to finish the rest of the body and to make it as long as I like. So I am so looking forward to finishing this and being able to wear it. I've had a lot of fun knitting it, and I've actually made more mistakes on this one than I've ever done knitting anything. I'm not sure why that is. I have been a bit stressed lately, maybe that's it. But I've tried to only work on it when I have the time, when I can just sit down and do a few rows and actually focus on what I'm doing, because you need to pay a bit attention with this pattern. It's a busy pattern. But I have actually, I've been knitting, I'm celebrating 40 years as a knitter this year. And I think this is basically the first time ever that I actually dropped stitches. And I think I've done that 2 or 3 times on this one. 1 or 2 times I actually caught it soon enough, so I could just do some knit surgery and get back on track. But I do have one. See that? Where is that? That's a stitch I dropped and I didn't realize until I was way up. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of knit surgery on that as well. So you do need to pay attention, but it's I'm sorry. But it's a fun pattern. I'm really enjoying it. I have a hard time putting it down. Every time I pick it up and start knitting on it, I just want to go on and go on and go on and go on. Which is, yeah, I'm loving this. So I'm hoping to have, it's probably this that I will be working on mainly tonight, to see how far I can get on this, because I want to wear this. I really want to wear this. I love it so much. So that's what I'm working on. I've also started a new design, a pair of socks, which I'm going to show you. I can show you the bag first. I made some upcycled project bags, and I snagged one of these for myself, and I do also have, I entered 3 of them into the web shop, so they're available there. Upcycling things is something that I'm very passionate about. I do it a lot for sewing and for furniture and all kinds of things. In my house there's barely any furniture that is actually new. I get most of it used and I upcycle it, or I just use it as they are for a while until I have the time to do something about it. Sometimes I'll just paint it, and sometimes I will rebuild it completely into something else. Yeah, so I love doing that. So I got a whole big pile of discarded jeans from a friend of mine, kids jeans. They were really well preserved. I don't know, I don't know what her kids did, because it's like the jeans have never been worn. They were so perfect. It was like they came just from the store, basically. So I cut them up, and I tried to keep the back pockets so that I could get a pocket up front on the project bags. I did the same thing for all 4 that I've made this for, so that you get a tiny pocket to put things in. So that's still there. There's a handle. This is what the back side looks like. Let's see if I can get it on camera. There we go. And these blue seams, that is where I've had to add in pieces to get it to a good, decent size after cutting it. Blue zipper, and I have lined it with some blue fabric as well, just some basic blue cotton. And also this, previously I've only made the Dollar Horse project bags. They are available in my shop. I don't know if you've seen them. I will link to the shop below, so you can go have a look if you like. But that's a very busy pattern, so I haven't had anywhere to put my pins. Oh, actually I only had one. I did buy the where is it? That one. The Grocery Girls cart at some point. I don't know why, I just thought it was fun. And in my latest knit crate I got, I can't see, oh there it is, this one. And I realized while making these project bags that, oh, this would be perfect to put my pins on. So maybe I'll continue collecting pins, and I am actually considering making one myself. My 15-year-old, now 15-year-old, did make like a character, almost cartoon-like knitting character for me about a year ago. That would be perfect to make into an enamel pin. So I'm thinking about doing that. And I don't know, maybe I should put that in my shop as well, if I do. Because there's a lot of people collecting these now, and it's kind of become its own thing, which I think is really fun. Anyway, what I was going to show you was my current sock project, which is in this yarn. This is Lemony Lime in MCN, Marino Cashmere Nylon, which I absolutely love this color. I don't know if you can see it. It's getting a bit blown out, I think. Hold it against my sweater, maybe? Okay, so the camera cut me off a bit there. But I was talking about the Lemony Lime and the sock project that I am currently designing in that, which are these. And this is a men's pair of socks that I'm doing a simple, like diamond-like pattern. I don't know if you can see it on camera. This was meant to be a surprise for a friend of mine, actually, in addition to being a new basic simple pattern. I have a friend, Jonas, who is, he absolutely loves this yarn. He fell in love with it the instant he saw it when I published it on my shop. And he, oh, I need to have that. So when I posted these, that I was making a pair of socks in that yarn, on Instagram, his instant reaction was, oh, I need those. And so I had to tell him, you know, that they are actually for you. So I'm making him this pair, and while also making a new design. And I will also make a smaller size that fits me, because I want a pair of these as well. So I'm going to make another pair in a different color, in a smaller size, because I really love how this pattern is working up. So I am doing that as well. I have a lot of knits right now. Way too many. There's no such thing, is there? No. No, there's not. I got a lot of projects going on, but these are the ones that I'm working on the most right now. It's this pair of socks and the Ixchel sweater. So, speaking of socks and sweaters and designing, and yeah, designing in particular, Terry, bless your heart for remembering. I did work on, the last time when I did the knitting podcasts, which I have unpublished now, they're there, but I don't know, I didn't like them, so I made them all private. But back then I showed a project that I was working on with a chocolate colored cardigan with, I'll show you. And Terry actually remembered this from like a year and a half back. This is, I don't know if I can actually show you on camera. This is the, oh, can you see the pattern? There it is. There we go. This cardigan is called Evenings with Matt, because I was watching a lot of Matt Damon movies when I was working on this. This is for the waist. This just like a ribbed part there. And it's just a basic cardigan, nothing in particular except for the bottom line of the pattern and the sleeves basically. And I also did on the left sleeve, I made this tiny detail of, I don't know if you can see it there. See the tiny heart? Tiny, oh, there it is. Tiny pink heart. And yeah, this one is basically finished, but what I did do, I made like an I-cord. I think I did. Yes, I did. I did like an I-cord cast off on the front edge, and it kind of, can you see it just rolls up? I think I might have to rethink that. So I haven't put any buttons or anything. I have hooks that I bought for this that are like the same chocolatey color as the cardigan itself. But the problem is that it's like a V-neck, and it will roll up in the V as well, you know. So I may have to reconsider that. And I'm also going to make another one of these in a larger size, because this one doesn't quite fit me, which is why I can't model it for you. It's a bit small for me. But I do have another swatch quantity of the same yarn, and I'm going to make another one in a larger size, and I'm going to have a look at how I'm going to fix the issue with the front, and we'll see if I'm going to use the hooks to close it that I was planning on, or if I'm going to do something different, maybe, I don't know, like a button band or something. If you have any ideas, feel free to hit me. I would love to hear your thoughts on it, because I really love this one. I really do, and I really want to have one that I can actually wear. And I'll probably sell this one later on, once the pattern is done and published and all that. So if you're interested in that, keep an eye out. We'll probably put it in my shop. I have a few other items as well that have been made along the way while designing, and I just tuck them away, because I don't usually have test knitters. I'm my own test knitter, so I test knit my own stuff and I knit. Okay, so getting through this today was not an easy task. My memory card was full and whatnot, so I just keep getting interrupted by my own camera and having to go fix things and start over. So, well, there you have it. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the shop update that I had this week, this Friday. I try to have shop updates every Friday, and well, it varies how much I put in. This week I actually had a few items. Like I mentioned, I did the upcycle project bags. I did this one, and I've got this one, and there is this one. These turned out really nice. I really like those. There was some yarn update. Let's see if I can reach it. I don't need to put up all of this. I did have some, I'll just show you the one. Can you see that? This is the jeanswear on Blueface Leicester DK weight. So I got that in the shop. I did Dianthus also on DK Blueface Leicester. So I got a few skeins of that as well. I don't know if you can see the color. That's kind of good. And I also did, of course, the lemon and lime. I've also made on DK weight. All these three colors I've only had on MCN previously, on fingering weight. But now I got them on DK as well. Really love this one, of course. I did also, oh yeah, I have minis now. It's a premiere for this week. Let's see if I can get all of them. I think there we go. Let's do it like this. So, oh, I don't know, I don't know how to show you these. It's kind of tricky. There, you see them? I have a navy blue, and I have a pink, and I have a yellow one. These are all with lyrics, so they are sparkly. You can see on the navy one shows the most, but these are just as sparkly as well. They are available in the shop this week, and I do also have the plain merino that are 100% merino, one ply yarns in the blue and the green as well. And I will have more colors, especially in this one. We'll see, I may bring home some more of the sparkly yarns as well and do that also in the future, depending on what people like. So let me know, go have a look in the shop, I will post a link below. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I have a big bag next to me here of yarns and stuff that I put into the web shop. And I think that I do have another yarn. This one, which is, darn, it's hard to catch this on camera. It is not as dark as it seems to be to me right now. I'm hoping that when I will look at what the camera actually filmed, it will turn out. It's more like, oh gee, what is this color? Like a dark plum, lavender, plum, more of a plum maybe. It's really nice. And this is actually, I had 4 skeins of this. This was actually a misfit that I dyed purple, and where the color didn't take properly everywhere, so there was a lot of like very light blotches on it, and I really didn't like it, and I just put it aside, trying to decide what to do with it, if I should make something for myself with it, or, you know, re-dye it or whatever. And I decided I didn't want to make something for myself either with the yarn looking the way it did, because it did not look good. So I decided I was going to re-dye it. And my thought was that I would make something for myself, something, I don't know, maybe a vest or something with really large needles, because like I said, I only have 4 skeins of this. So I re-dyed it and added pink this time. And it turned out really nice. So now I'm not sure what to do. Maybe I should put it in the web shop as, you know, like misfit skeins, one of a kinds that won't return. Or maybe I should make something for myself with it. I don't know. But like I said, I do have that huge box of yarns and skeins that I just, with me stuff. Things I want to make for myself, so I don't need this. I really don't. So I don't know. You tell me. Do you have any ideas? Do you have any fun projects I could make with this? No hats, because I recently released a pattern with the chunky merino hat, which I have knitted up 4 pairs of, so I'm all set for that. Or if you think I should add it to the shop, let me know. Okay, so that's it for yarns this week. I did not sew anything aside from the project bags. I am going to. I have this project where I'm going to make my son a winter coat, and I've cut part of the pattern. That's it. I haven't cut the fabric even. And we're almost mid-January. It's embarrassing, really. I should really get to that. So I'm going to pull myself together and get that started at least, and cut all the pattern pieces and everything, and get to making that, because I really want to make that as well. And now that I recently bought a cutting mat and a rotary cutter and well, all this stuff to make it easier to cutting fabric, because that has been the part that I have thought has been more of a hassle because I don't really have a good place to do that, but getting those things was a real game changer. And I love to sew, I do, so I need to get started on that. I've also tried to organize my time better, like I said, because I need to find time to write my book also. So I've been trying to get into that as well, and will continue doing that for the next week also. Yeah, that's basically what's been going on over in my corner of the world. It's been a busy week. I've had a lot to do. There's been yarn dyeing and sewing and stuff, and I got the kids at home. And my youngest kid, no, both my youngest kids started school again from the Christmas holidays last week, so I had to start getting up at 7 again in the morning, which I really don't like, to be honest. Or actually, I don't mind getting up early. What I do mind is having to go to bed before midnight. I really, really don't like that. I don't know why. I've always been like that. When my body just gets to decide my schedule, so to speak, I will always be up until somewhere between 1 and 2 in the night, and then I will sleep till like 9 or 10. 8 hours. I always sleep 8 hours. So my body just feels a bit out of whack when I have to go to bed earlier to get my 8 hours before 7 o'clock or until 7 o'clock. So I've been feeling a bit out of sorts this week, and I think I got some cold going on as well, so I've been a bit tired. Yeah, that's it. That's my week this far. I am going to go bake a cake now. I'm going to go dismantle my Christmas trees and have a really, really nice evening of knitting. And I hope you will too. I hope your Christmas trees are already down. And that you can just knit and crochet or sew or whatever you do all day. Yeah, so I'll get to that, and I will see you next week. Bye!